you that our phone lines are crazy off the hook busy. Go to QVC.com to make sure you get what you want in your cart and check out before it's gone. You guys are really excited about our kitchen clearance, and so am I. I just want to give you the quickest way to make sure you get these items that you love for your kitchen reimagined. All right, so we're diving into something that I think is really cool, and it's from Kuhn Rikon, and it's the name that we have trusted in our kitchen for years and years and years. This is called the Scoop and Strain Kitchen Set. It's K48914, normally $24.89 on clearance for $16.49. Your easy pay breaks down to $3.30. I'm gonna go ahead, I mean, this is brilliant first and foremost. You have your strainer, you have your scoop, it also doubles as a measuring cup, but we're gonna get into that, and Mark Charles is gonna join me in just a moment, but first I'm gonna show you your colors. Are they in front? They are. Okay, so we're gonna start right over here, and this is gonna be your red, and you can see how this just nests perfectly right into that. So that's your red. Then we have it in black. Next to the black is that really pretty purple, and I like that it's that two-tone. Purple is the most limited, only about 800 left to go around. Then we have it in the white. And last but not least, we have it in a blue. First day that it's been at this low price. And you know what I say, Mark Charles Masili, is that 2 scoops are better than 1.
True story. So we love this. So this is Kuhn Rikon's engineering again. It's a high heat resistant scoop, 2 pieces. It's really a 3-in-1. So I'll take you through it. So you're gonna get the scoop. So this is an actual extended high heat scoop as is. So it's a solid scoop with the handle. The beauty is, if you don't want it to be a solid scoop, you put your thumb on here, see right there, and it pops out, and now you have a colander scoop.
So smart.
Notice that it is flattened. This has also got measurements on it. You can see the measurements on there? See that with all the different lines? And we have a double pour here and here. So real quick, also it stands right on the table. So let's say I'm baking, and I have to put half a cup of milk in there. I can measure it flat out. I can grab it and then watch the pour. So it pours right in either that side, or maybe you want to go that side. So it's perfect for that. And then of course for the measurements, but what I love is that having this built in is I can choose to, so let's say you're doing some roasted potatoes, right? I get to scoop them all up, whether you're tossing them with olive oil, or you're going to serve them or get them out of maybe the baking pan you're putting them in. You can do that beautifully. And the ease is, it comes out and you've got your second strainer, whether it is doing a bunch of peas, whether it is scooping up your pierogies, your raviolis, like that, and straining them out one at a time. I love that, put that right inside of there. So having this built-in colander strainer with that built-in other piece on there is a great 2-in-1. I'm dirty now, so I have to actually take that off. There we go. And you basically have a 3-in-1 that's this compact, and you store only 1 piece. How great is that?
It's so great. Even just like your boiled eggs, if you're hard boiling a bunch of eggs, maybe you're making egg salad, or it's your last couple days on your eggs, which I always do. I love to buy eggs and let them go to like the brink of being bad. And it's always just like getting 1 out at a time when I hard boil them, just 1 out at a time. Look how satisfying that is. If you're making vegetables, where should I put this? Right in here. If you're making some vegetables and you want to go ahead and blanch those, super easy just to scoop it out and put it under that cold water. I love this idea of using the strainer for your berries. Instead of getting one of those massive colanders out for just your little blueberries or something like that, look how easy that is. One-handed right there.
Julia, one of the things I think you would love about this is one of the key features this is for people who cook a lot of rice and beans. You know that you have to measure first, so you use the top for measuring with beans, but you have to rinse beans and you have to rinse the starch out of the rice. So the beauty is after you've measured it, like, so I'm gonna do a cup of black beans, I'm gonna put them into the strainer part, and I'm gonna go right over the sink like you were doing with the veg, but rice and beans, you wanna actually clean out all the starch and all those other, they always have you rinse it beautifully, right? And then when you're done with that, you get to put it in, let's say you're gonna cook with it, and now you have to measure the water that you're going to cook it in. So now that I did 1 cup of beans, I know that I need 2 cups of water. So there's 1 cup, poured in, and 2 cups. So this is really a great helper for being in the kitchen and having these 2-in-1 And again, remember, it snaps in. You can use it as a solid scoop or as a colander scoop or as a measuring scoop. How great is that?
You know what it's also really good for? I'm just measuring out these oats right here. I love that it has the measuring marks on it because actually I'm not much of a baker, and I just learned, they made me do a bread baking video. I was like, guys, I've never baked bread in my life. But I learned that when you bake, it's all about the science of it and making things exact. So when you have those slash marks for your 1 cup, 2 cup, whatever it may be, huge help. If you have a pup like I do, who's on a diet and only because he gained a little bit of weight and staying with his grandma and grandpa, little Archie has to be very, very careful about how much he eats, and it has to be measured out perfectly. So you can measure out your dog food that way. You can, release your lamb chops or your pork chops and save those drippings underneath if you like to make a pan sauce. This is such a cool, cool item.
Yeah, and what I really love is the attention to detail. This is where Kuhn Rikon engineering comes into play. They're over 100 years in Switzerland, and it's all about not just the measurements, but that edge is really important, Julie, because you can actually get into the pan and scrape the bottom of the pan or scrape the bottom of the casserole and get it all. So, they really took time to think about that. Hey, great job. That looks good.
It does look good. I'm going to run you through the colors one more time real fast. We have it in red, and you can see right here how it nests so perfectly. Then we have it in black, purple, white, and blue. Comes home for an easy pay of $3 and change. Such a cool innovation. Mark Charles, that's number 2. 3 more to go.
Oh, okay, co-host. I'll see you soon.
I'll see you soon, co-host. All right, Mark Charles is going to be back soon with something that's really cool. It's a beeswax